Let us begin. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Dhyanagamyam Bande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaika Natham. Dear devotees, friends, happy Navaratri. From today is a series of 9 nights, 9 days. The Hindus, they will worship the power of the Lord, that is Durga. But someone rang me and told, why there is no class of Shantakaram? And Shantakaram? Shantakaram? Actually, this is the class, that's a Bhagavatam, is a series, is going on, and it is for the liberation. And right this moment we are studying in Bhagavata, that is Avadhuta Gita, a complete philosophy, higher philosophy of Vedanta. But they remember that every Sunday there should be Shantakaram. That's good, there is nothing wrong. That's why Shantakaram is not happening. It will happen today. Because previously we were having some other programs and the fall banquet, and next day Sunday it was first one Sunday fall banquet, next Sunday retreat and all those things. So Shantakaram today. And this, the beginning, as because it is a Navaratri, I was thinking to discuss with you. See, the Navaratri, the Durga, it is all surrounded Shiva. So we will study this first Navaratri and the very auspicious days, because yesterday we observed Pitri Paksha. So these are all Hindu ideas. The last day of the dark nights, and now that is called Pitri Paksha. That is the Paksha, the time of the males, so of the ancestors. So the Hindus will go in the river, because river is a flowing, so that is the symbol of the life that constantly flowing. And again they will take little water and pour it in the water itself, in the river itself, and they will be beautifully, they will be chanting the mantra under the guidance of the Purohits. So if you read this mantra, you will understand the philosophy and the psychology of the Hindus. So what is the philosophy? That broadness, universality. How it is? I will just quote from the Tarpana mantra. Tarpana means the offering. Tarpana means offering. And when we are offering, what actually we are thinking, that comes out in the form of, they call mantra. Atita Kula Kotinam. The millions of the past lives, the Hindu believes that they born again and again. So Atita Kula Kotinam. Kula means family. We think that this is only the family. No. The millions of family we have already had. And they were in the past. Atita Kula Kotinam Saptadipa Nivasinam. Saptadipa. Deepa means this island. And previously, the olden days, they used to think and the whole world is having 7 islands. So, naturally separated by the water, the 7 islands. So, Saptadeepa is the whole world, not only India. Saptadeepa Nivasinam, the all over the world, those who are there, Bandhava, those who are friendly, Abandhavas Chaiva, those who are not friendly, known, unknown. Bandhava, Abandhava, the known and unknown, E Anna Janmani Bandhavaha. And my previous birth, those who were my friends, Anna Janmani Bandhavaha, they Triptim Akhilam Yantu, let them be completely satisfied. They Triptim Akhilam, Akhilam means completely. Let them be happy. Look at it. When we are offering, they are not telling, let me be happy. Oh, please bless me so that I will be happy. No. They are not praying in that way. Oh, my ancestors, whoever there, please bless me so that I should be happy, I should prosper. No, they are not praying like that. This is the beauty of the Hinduism. This broadness, if it goes away, there will even remain no Hinduism. The Hindus should understand. Otherwise, it will be a narrow sectarian way of moving the life, and that never brings the happiness and cannot generate happiness too for the others. So they say, Echa asmat tuya kangshinaha, those who are asking for this, I offer it to you. I don't know. Millions and millions of previous births that I was having the families, I remember them. And secondly, not only here, Saptadeepa Nivasinam, because we believe we may born here, there, everywhere. In different lives, we do not know where we will born. Not that every time we'll be in India only, not every time in America, it may be anywhere. So wherever, Saptadeepa Nivasinam, then there may be friends, there may be known, unknown people, Bandhava, Abandhavas Chaiva, Anna Janmani Bandhava, and those who were very close to me in my previous births, Te Triptim Akilam Yantu, Echa Asmat Tuya Kamshinaha. So let them be completely satisfied, let them be happy. That is my prayer, and I offer to them. So this is the great way they always pray. I do not know those who go. And in India, almost all the rivers, yesterday it was completely full. There was no place. So many millions of people will be going and offering. I don't know whether they understand the meaning of the mantra or not. Of course, because of the pressure of so many people, those who are performing that, they had no time to analyze this mantra also, to tell them the meaning of the mantras. That's because in Sanskrit most of the people don't understand. And there again they say, Maya dattena toena, the water that I am giving, trippantu bhuvanatrayam. The second line, it was only for the world, Saptadeepa, so the whole world. Now he says, Swarga, Marta and Patala, these three, wherever, whoever is there, in the Swarga, mainly the gods, the celestial beings, those who have done good work, so they live over there. Marta, this world we know, and then the Patala, those who have done very bad work, heinous people, so they go over there and suffer. For them also we are praying. This is the real Hindu mind. So, A Brahma Stambha Parjanta Trippantu. A Brahma Stambha. Brahma means the firstborn. Brahma, so there's a firstborn. And then Stambha, a clump of grass, a very ordinary thing. So, all these, in between whoever, whatever is there, let them be happy. So, prayer for the happiness, prayer for the peace, prayer for the progress. If I alone get peace, happiness, progress. Is it possible? All other people are crying, all other people are hungry, and I will be only satisfied? It cannot be. So we have to understand this. We have to make everyone progress. And exactly opposite we do. Why? Because we do not understand. They are happy means I am also happy. If they are not happy, I cannot enjoy my happiness even. So this, all the time they say, the Svarga Martha Patala. And then comes immediately after that. Yesterday, it was that Tarpana. They were remembering. And nowadays, people are having that smartphone. And any occasion, they will be sending happy Tarpana Day. And I am not dead yet. So why? Only those who are dead, then you can send the happiness. It's okay. I don't have the river nearby, and even the American river, they don't allow to go down and do the tarpana. It is very cold also. Okay, through smartphone you are sending the shanti, that is also okay. But those who have, not to me, but they are exchanging each other. Happy Tarpana Day, happy, not knowing. So this is the problem. It comes unless we know the meaning and the significance of it. It is not their fault, it is our fault. It is our fault. We didn't tell them. We didn't explain them. So just as a machine, they follow all the systems of the society. They are following the systems of the society. As because not knowing the meaning, the significance of it, they're doing but of no result. So this we say, and then come immediately after that, when the dirt is over, past is over, ancestors are over, we come for the present. And that begins with 9 nights, Navaratri. This Navaratri, the story begins with the Sati. The Sati, that story most of you know, and some of the children's books are there. That gives the beautiful with the picture of the stories. This is the Purana stories, but that was also having, the Purana is not all imaginary. Puranas are also having the truth. And with the truth they make that word in a nice way, it becomes Purana. So, in that story they say, Prajapati Daksha Yagya, it was, he was performing a great sacrifice, and that was destroyed by the Shiva's followers. And why? Because Daksha Prajapati, he was the great protector of the being. Prajapati, he was the master of the beings, the Prajapati. There are many Prajapatis. One of the Prajapatis is Daksha, and his daughter was Sati. And Sati, one day she went to bathe in the Ganga and saw in the other side, one person is bathing, is the white like snow, Shiva. The Shiva was very handsome person. And Shruti decided to marry him. But Shiva was not having any, that's called the property in the kingdom, nothing was there. He was just a mendicant, but he was having lot of followers. And who were those followers? Just like him. Those who are not having any status in the society, poor, illiterate, downtrodden, all they used to follow Shiva. Shiva was okay. I am also wondering, you also follow me, no problem for me. So you can understand a group of those type of people, how the father, who is a king, not only the king, he is the supreme king, Prajapati, can say, okay, you marry my daughter. And then his very beloved daughter, Sati she used to love her so much. So he became angry. He started criticizing Shiva and organized a program without inviting the Shiva. But Shruti married. In those days, that was the system. If the girl wanted, then she can marry. So Shiva told, see, this is my condition. I don't know what I will feed you. I don't know where I will keep you. But still, if you like to, you can come, no problem. So they became married, and Shruti came to visit her parental house, and there she heard everybody is criticizing Shiva, all other gods and goddesses, they are also sitting there, and father, in that assembly, in a very strong term, he was criticizing. It is very difficult for a sati, so that term is sati. And in India, this is a great term. The wife completely devoted to the husband, called sati. The sati means remembering that sati. It's not that sometimes in between, in the society, some bad system came and they told, if the husband is dead, all ignorance. A husband is dead and you used to cook for the husband, used to serve the husband. Who will do that when he is in the heaven? You also go along with him. So they used to put her on the pyre also. Sati daha. That is the wrong thing. A little bit of those things. People then started telling, oh, the great. No, nothing is there. No system was there. And some people, they started, that's a bad system. Now almost nothing is there. Now this sati, she burned herself, killed herself, because she was listening that too much. And she was thinking what to do. I cannot go and tell my father, don't tell it. The children are not supposed to go and oppose the father because of the respect. At the same time, bearing all the criticism that they are having for my husband, that is also unbearable. So what she could do, she burned herself in that fire. The fire that they lit. So that was the Shati. Then after that what happened? But she was in great love for the Shiva. How she can be separated? So she took birth again in the house of another king who was Himalaya, the king of the mountains. Himalaya, he was there, Shati was born, and she was named as Shaila Putri. Shaila means the mountain, Putri means the daughter, Shaila Putri. So she became the Shaila Putri. And Hindus, how they worship, particularly this Navaratri, the Gujarati people, in India, all Hindus, they observe all this. But some of the groups, some places, they specially do it. And in that way, they develop the culture also. They develop the economy also. Like the Bengalis, very fond of Durga Puja. Navaratri is there, but they are not that way interested in Navaratri, but they are very much interested in Durga Puja. Wherever there will be Durga Puja, they will be driving for 3 hours, 4 hours too, at least, and one day they will go over there, and that develops the culture. When the Bengalis, there will be songs, there will be dances, there will be dramas, and they will prepare it for the months together, and feast. Don't talk about that. So much of food they will eat. And the dresses, good, very tasty food, I like that. So, and not only that, they'll be, the dresses, they'll be exchanging the gifts. And the children, when we were all small children, we used to get gifts from everyone. Uncle, aunties, dad, so many people. Then we used to go and count how many we have got. Oh, 5 pants and 6 shirts and like that. So like this we used to have that. Every children, they will go and very proudly they will tell their friends, you know how many? It is 10 dresses. And when she is or he is going to wear, well, nobody knows. And like that, they're exchanging the dresses and clothes. Culture is developing, economy is developing. And by that way, this puja, in Bengal, Durga Puja. And if you go to Gujarat, Navaratri, every night they will worship one goddess. Navaratri, every night they will, and in the center they will put that goddess and they will dance all around. They call it dandi. The dandi, the 2 small pieces of wood, they're a beautiful sound, beautiful song, beautiful rhythm. You will feel like joining that if you have that capacity, of course. So if you're having the pain in the knee, don't try. Because they will be dancing all around and like this. The beautifully, all culture, they develop food also, and economy, so many things. This Navaratri, that way, and the fast is Shaila Putri. And Shaila Putri means daughter. And but they say, Prathama Durga Tvam Hi. They knew the Shaila Putri is the Durga. So the pranam mantra, they say, Prathama Durga Twamhi. You are the first Durga. Bhavasagara Tarini. Hindus, they are having the festivity, but at the same time they know why we are doing it. What is that? Bhavasagara. This world, that this is nothing but like an ocean. The ocean we have to cross. So what is the ocean? Ocean of this life and death, life and death, life and death. Every time you are taking birth and every time you are dying, and we do not know what type of karma, what type of work we are doing, what type of thoughts we are thinking, and effects are like these, results are like this. Oh my Mother, please take us from here to the other shore. Where is the other shore? That is the spiritual ultimate. So they said, Prathama Durga Tuamihi. Durga is the meaning one who moves away all the miseries from the lives of the people. Durgati Nasini. Durgati means misery. So that. Then Bhavasagara Tarini. Bhavasagara. But as long as I am leaving, I need some money. I need some comfort. That also they are praying. They are very clever. Dhana Oisharjam Dayini. And suppose I am going to live for 80 years. How I will live? Like a beggar? No. Mother, provide all those things. And I like to live nicely. Dhana Aisharjam Dayini. Then they say, Srila Putri Pranamaham. I am offering my respect to you, O fast Durga. Don't forget that I like to cross this ocean of samsara. The samsara means that which is constantly changing. I like to go to the permanent, that is Brahman, the Atman. But as long as I am in the body, in the society, I should be somebody. So that second is Brahmacharini. Look at it. The mother is the daughter first. Second, she is practicing the penances, Brahmacharini. Not wearing the shoes, not eating the good food, only drinking the water and going on, taking the name of God, Shiva, 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 she's constantly. And that is called Brahmacharini, practicing austerity. Then Chandraghanta. Chandraghanta means marriage with the Shiva. Again, they're going, marriage with the Shiva. And then, like the Shiva has a crescent. So she is also having that as a bell, the crescent as if the Chandra is the moon as a bell. So Chandraghanta. Then Kushumand, the sun living in her. That means she is pregnant. The first is the daughter. Then she is practicing austerity to get the Shiva, the Lord of auspiciousness. So then after that, she get that as her husband. In Hinduism, in different way you can approach God. So I love God as my beloved. That is also there. So she got that as husband. Then naturally she is going to be the mother. And Kushumanda, that she is becoming pregnant. And as if the sun is living within her. So the brightness and all over a person. Then Skanda Mata. Skanda means that son of Shiva. And the son of Shiva, this is Kartikeya. In the eastern part and the western part, they say Kartikeya. And in Bengali pronunciation, Kartik. The last part we don't pronounce because as maximum possible, make it short. So Kartikeya, why the last year, the Kartik? So, and you will laugh if you know Bengali, they will make it more short and very sweetly they will call Katu. Instead of fast it is the actually Kartikeya. They short it, make it Kartik, then more short and with great love and affection. So this is, but in the south they say Murgayan. Murgayan, that is Kartikeya. The son was born and mother is very happy. Then Katyayani. This Katyayani, she was the destroyer of Mahishasura. Ashura, Mahishasura, the form was like a buffalo. So that's a Mahisha Asura, very bad person. So now she is going to punish that. As the son is still very young, so the mother is taking. And why not Shiva? This is the question. The mother is the power of Shiva. We will come to that. Shiva never works. There's nothing. Sometimes you'll open his eyes and you'll see what is going around, what is happening. Okay. You are going to kill that Asura? Go. That's okay. Shiva is completely untouched. Does nothing actually. And that is the reason in one concept they say Shiva is a Shaba. Shaba means the dead body. So Shiva is just like a dead body, and the mother is working with that power of Shiva. So this another concept it comes. The Katyayani, she is the daughter now, the sage Katyayan, so Katyayani is Mahishasura. Then Kalaratri. This Kalaratri, she destroyed the Shumbhu and Nishumbu, the Kalaratri. And that is the darkest night, if you literally translate Kalaratri. But the Kala means time. The one who can stop the time. If you can stop the time, you can imagine there is no Srishti, no Sthiti, no Pralaya. There is no creation, no sustenance, and no destruction also, because no time. The Kalaratri. So that is the reason. Sometimes some people, so they will be going on doing the tapasya, austerity, day and night, day and night. If you go and ask them, what is the date today? They won't be able to say, because they are not aware of it. And sometimes some of the people, they could not recognize the day and night also. That happened in the time, Sri Ramakrishna's life. Sri Ramakrishna was in deep meditation. When he came down, he was asking the other devotees, is it day or night? Because that time the association with the time was not there. So he could not understand. One person was nearby, he was not believing all these things. Oh, light is burning and you can't understand that this is night? It is not possible, because it is all associated with the mind. If the mind is not attached, naturally, to Kalaratri, he is stopping the Kala, the time. So that is called Kalaratri. And after it's called Mahagauri. When there is a completely cessation, then again begins the creation. The Kalaratri, the cessation of everything, then again begin the creation. So Mahagauri. Gauri means very, very fair. So fair. That's all Mahagauri. And finally, the ninth is the Shiddhidatri. After all these things, that will be Shiddhidatri. She is sitting like this and giving the blessings to each and everyone. You can go, approach to the mother and can ask anything you like. I like to be successful in this worldly life, so please help me. Mother will be there. And I like to know my own self. I like to realize God. I like to realize Brahman. Mother will say, okay. So both you can ask, both you can pray. And different type of people, that's why they go. When the monks, they worship Durga, and in the first stotra in the Chandi, Rupam Dehi, Yasham Dehi, Disho Dehi, and give me the beauty, give me the success, give me this and that. Not only that, in that list, they will going on praying to Mother, fasting prayer. And in the prayer, full list, Mother, we are going to worship you, but you know why? This is the list first I am giving to you. You acquire it from wherever. After the 5 days, on the Dashami day, you have to give it to me. The success that is. What is that success? There, one is there, as because the male they used to worship, they used to say, Bharja Manoramam Dehi, Monobritti Anusharini. So give me that type of wife who will go along with me. Because the wife is thinking in a different way, it's very difficult to continue in the life, that samsara life. The wife should be constantly following the husband. Bharjam manuramam dehi. According to my thinking. So that is also prayer. What the monks will do. But we are also doing the Durga Puja. Please come on that day, the next Sunday, 6th, from 10 to 1 o'clock, almost like that. There will be Durga Puja. And we are observing the only Ashtami. This is a Vedanta society. We don't have that infrastructure to do all the 5 days. So the Ashtami Puja we do. And how the monks can do? Because you have to pray to goddess. You know what we do? We Shankalpa. You have to make, Mother, I am worshipping you only for this purpose. So they will do that. And we do in the name of the Divine Mother, Ma Sharada Mani Devi. If you go, you will see that Durga and the Mother is there, Ma Sharada. The Mother is the mother of all. And ultimately, whatever after the puja, all the blessings that comes, we offer it for the betterment of each and everyone. We don't take. So that's why all those things are for the betterment of the people. That we did do, the Siddhidatri. But everything is going on around the Shiva. This is one type of Hinduism. The Hindus, the 9 days they will be fasting. 9 days they are fasting. So many ladies are there. 9 days. Early morning or sometimes they will drink a little milk or like that and some fruits. Whole day nothing. And before going to bed, a little bit of that again, fruits and milk, like that. 9 nights, 9 days. They are doing why? The blessings of the Divine Mother, blessings of the Shiva. And here, in the Avadhuta, see what Avadhuta says about the Shiva. Avadhuta is telling. This is also Hinduism. And Avadhuta says, Guna biguna vartate naiva kinchit. Rati birati bihinam nirmalam nishprapancham guna bigina bihinam vyapakam vishwarupam katamiha bande boma rupam shivam vai. This is the first verse of the 3rd chapter, Avadhuta Gita. And Avadhuta Gita comes in the Bhagavata. The Bhagavata is the book for the devotees. And there, in the Avadhuta, is speaking about the highest form of realization. He is telling the distinction of quality and absence of quality does not exist. Distinction of quality and absence of quality does not exist. How shall I worship Shiva, the Absolute, who is devoid of quality and absence of quality, who is devoid of attachment and detachment, who is of the form of ether, omniform, beyond illusion and all pervading? How can I worship? So this is the Advaita Vedanta, where there is no two. The moment you say it is lighted, that means you have the conception of darkness. Otherwise you cannot say light or dark. So the problem happened to, I think, the wife of the Louis, like that king of the France, because she was the very, very rich lady, and when the people were crying for the bread, she thought, because she never knew what is hunger, she thought, they are not liking bread, why didn't you ask them to eat the cakes? The bread is not there, what think of cakes? So that is the way they say. So they were very angry. The conception of poverty is not there at all. How can you think of poverty? Here it says the conception of good and bad is not there at all. Then conception of absence of the quality or the quality is there. How can you do that? So they say in this way, how shall I worship Shiva? This is the problem. And second verse he says, Shetadi varna rahitam The Shiva is Shveta Varna. Shiva is white. Shetadi Varna Rahitam Niyatam Shivascha Karjam hi Karnamidam hi Param Shivascha Evam Vikalparahito Amalam Shivascha Swatmana Atmani Sumitra Katham Namami. Sumitra means, oh my friend, how can I bow down to the Shiva? Shiva, the absolute, is ever without white and other color. We usually say that Shiva is the color, the white color. White color, why? Because Sattva Guna. And Shiva is not having any gunas. If there is Sattva Guna, there must be Raja and Tama also. So we have to understand in this way. The moment we say that person is a Sattva Guni, that means maximum portion of the quality is Sattva, the good quality, but some bad is also there. Raja and Tama must be there. But Shiva is beyond that. So how can I worship Shiva? This effect and cause are also supreme Shiva. Effect and cause. The cause, then only the action. If there is a cause, then the action will come. And that there is no cause at all. If I am hungry, then only I will think about food. If I am not at all hungry. If I am thirsty, I will think about the water. If I am not thirsty. If I feel that I like to visit over there, then only I will prepare to go. If I am not willing to and not thinking about that. So obviously each and everything depends on me, the cause where this type of thought will first rise. Then only all the creation will come. And if that duplication is not there, what I will do and say, he said, "O beloved friend, how shall I bow to my own self?" What is this Shiva? Shiva is not having any quality, any color, any existence, any desire. And naturally, that is my own self. And that Shiva, which is my own self, which is me, how can I worship myself? That is his problem, and he is asking. I am the pure Shiva. Shiva means auspiciousness. Now this auspiciousness, what is this auspiciousness? The purity and impurity. What is that? So it says, impurity means that which is constantly changing. Impurity is that which is constantly changing. Purity is that which never changes. This much. The Advaitic Vedantic terminology is so complicated. Unless you are in it, studying it and living in it, it's very difficult to understand. So majority of the people, they understand Hinduism when the Dvaitism is there, dualism is there. So that is good. And slowly, when you understand all this, otherwise, in the beginning itself, if you go over there, there's a chance to misunderstand and you will lose the devotion, you will never gain the knowledge also, you are in between. There is a story, one person went to meet Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath is a very famous person. So this man went to meet him and he went with a European dress, with a coat and Calcutta, the heart. Even then he was having that 3 pieces and all that, and he went to meet him. And he was trying to talk to Rabindranath in English. I have not read, I have heard only. I do not know whether it is historical or not. And Rabindranath understood that he is not telling the English properly. So he said, "Why don't you speak in Bengali? I can understand Bengali. You are also Bengali." "Oh, Tagore, I was almost in a month. I was in London. I have forgotten Bengali, you know." So Rabindranath then sarcastically said, "You have forgotten your mother tongue and you have not learned the foreign language also. What will happen to you? How you will communicate? Because you can't speak Bengali, you can't speak English, then what will happen to you?" It is like this. So if we are not understanding the proper way, the Advaita Vedanta, there are great chances we misunderstand the whole religion. So slowly the developing of the thought process is necessary. Otherwise, if we say the grade 4, standard 4, a boy, if he goes to the university and starts sitting over there and just like the others, he is taking the notes, he will lose everything. He will never get any education. So this is the main thing we must understand. Understanding that there is a philosophy which is really supreme. What is the philosophy? Just now we were talking about the two. The God, the God's power, and then me. These are the two things are there. But now we are thinking, I am that Shiva. I am that supreme Shiva. When you can say that? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna again and again, he has given the caution. Unless and until you are really prepared, you should not do. What is the preparation? Again, I will give you that example. When Narendranath, a 16, 17 years old boy, young boy, came from Calcutta, his father was a very rich man. You can understand that from that family, he is coming but never cared for his dress or the hair. And he came, but the eyes is constantly seeking for the truth. Sri Ramakrishna observed it and immediately said, oh, such a sattva guni, the ultimate quality, the best quality, lives in Calcutta. The Calcutta people are all the time go for the name, fame, so much ego, they'll be clashing. But from there, this boy is coming. So he started giving him, Sri Ramakrishna started giving that Naren Advaita Vedantic knowledge, but not others. All the other Swamis, he said, no, it is not for you. And we think that we are capable to understand Advaita, so we have to understand it. But nothing wrong in reading it. But practicing, one must be very careful. Reading, understanding, and practicing, 3 different things. But the practice, 9, this 9 Navaratri. Why don't you start taking the name of God 9,000 times? Today is the first day, 1,000. I will do the japa. And tomorrow, second day, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 9,000. And then the Dashami day, 10,000 I will complete. And then only I will take complete food. Otherwise, only little food. Just to survive. That is the way you should purify yourself. The purification is necessary. Avadhuta made himself completely pure. He was not having any body consciousness. So when he says, how can I swatmana atmani sumitra katham namami? Namami means how can I worship, how can I bow down to me? Why? Because the Shiva that you are talking about is me. I am not having any other concept, any other thing. The day, night, white, black, existence, non-existence, nothing remains in me. Now if you close your eyes and try to understand, nothing around. Can you? It's very difficult. I am not there. This body, this mind, this me, this personality, I simply forget and nothing is there. Not only me, the chair on which I am sitting and the room in which I am sitting and all the surroundings, nothing remains. So unless the mind is prepared, and if we try to meditate on that, there are chances that we lose our mental balance. So one should not do that. First. Second, when I am saying that I am the Shiva, but at the same time I am going to join in the coffee, earning money, going to the market purchasing provisions, this is hypocrisy. You cannot do that. When you say, I am not the body, mind, I am that soul, then you should not go for anything. So no hypocrisy should be there. So this is says, the abodhu to describe the self as neither distinct from phenomenal existence nor identical with it. This phenomenal existence that is there, in the beginning what we do? We say neti, 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 not this, not this, not this. So this way we go many times in different occasions. Sri Ramakrishna, through different stories, he tried to give this idea. One person came to visit king, and he was from the village, he never knew. So the first he came, and in the first door itself, there was a person standing, and the beautiful dress, and very good looking. So he thought it must be the king. He went, "Sir, are you the king?" "Oh, nonsense. I am only the doorkeeper. Go inside." The second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, he was going on. So, like the more he is approaching, the more different type of people with more other wonderful dresses and ornaments, all that was there, the jewelries. So, slowly, slowly, everyone said, "Not me, not me, not me. Are you the king, sir? Are you the king, sir?" He was going on asking, "Not me, not me. Go in, go in, go in." Afterwards, when he crossed that the seventh one, Shapta Bhumika, the last one, he entered into that huge hall on a throne, marvelously decorated, as a very confident person was sitting. Now this person who came to see, to meet the king, didn't ask him, "Sir, are you king?" Never. He immediately understood, this is the king. So that way, when we are slowly, slowly preparing ourselves and going towards the God, how you are preparing Navaratri, how you are preparing all this type of different programs. And every occasion, our goal should be to develop more spirituality, more spirituality, more spirituality. And what is the spirituality? Don't forget. Spirituality means that which is not worldly. You cannot describe the spirituality in that way. So spirituality is that which is not worldly. Now, except the world, how can you go? You are living in the world every day, every moment, and everything. You go to the market to purchase, and it is not the market, I am not also purchasing, and you take the bag and coming out, then you will be arrested and you will be put into jail. No, I am practicing Vedanta, so this is not the market, this is also not the thing, I am just lifting, going away. So no, you don't. Because you have to be practical. This is the world, the phenomena. But suppose you do the exactly opposite way. Instead of giving up, if you accept the phenomena as God, that is also possible. So the possibility, last class, there are two different ways. By eliminating and destroying the existence of the external world, or accepting everything as divine. If you go for the second one, you are more Vedantin than anyone else, anything else. That is exactly what Swami Vivekananda's Vedanta says. So Swami Vivekananda says that if everything is nothing but God, then why don't you think that you are all around God and Goddesses only? Wherever you go, the buildings that you see are the temples. So naturally, every moment, when you are having the conversation with a person, you are always aware that I am talking with my God, I must be very careful. I should not hurt him or her in any manner, any way, because he or she is my God and Goddess. Immediately your behavior will change. And naturally, you will be able to move forward very quietly and steadily. Very steadily you can move. So that says, it is the consciousness of oneness. I am not reading any other verses, and next time we will discuss. And he is going on telling again and again that I am that all. Jnanamritam, samarasam, gagano upam aham. Aham, the I, like all pervading. And why? Because I am the knowledge. How it is possible? Not physically, not mentally, not in thoughts, but through realization. How the realization came? Knowledge. And when the knowledge dawned, so obviously, when we took the sannyasa, there are so much of temptations in the world. And sannyasa means you are swimming against the current. All people are going for that, and you are swimming against the current. So obviously, the people will look around at you. Hey, what is it? We are all going towards this. The salmon fishes, have you ever seen? All salmon fishes goes against the current. I went to see that. And very strongly they will go and they will jump, but of course, wrongly they will be caught by the people standing there, or sometimes the bears also they will be there to catch them. But strongly they go against. It needs tremendous energy, the force and the determination, courage to go against the current. So you know what they used to teach us? Only one thing. Don't forget you are a monk. Be proud that you are a monk. Be proud that you are wearing that cloth, the collar of which that Buddha used to have, Shankara used to have, Shankaracharya, Swami Vivekananda used to have. That is the Tyaga, you are a sannyasi, don't forget. And you constantly that is called knowledge. Constantly when you are remembering that I am the monk, I am the sannyasi, I am supposed to look after all people and not other way, but their soul. And naturally, you are also concerned about yourself. So I cannot deceive myself. I should be all the time aware. So that is exactly what the Avadhuta is telling. I am the Shiva myself. How can I worship others? How can I think that there is another thing and I have to worship? In the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, those who have read this pure Advaita Vedanta, about which this Avadhuta is speaking here, and he practiced that. He went to worship Goddess Kali and he said, Mother, you want me to eat these fruits, these sweets that I am going to offer you? Okay. And the garland he will be putting on him, then to the mother. The mother and the worshipper, the goddess and the worshipper became one. Pure Advaita. Through Dvaita. Through duality, becoming the pure Advaita. So these two verses of the third chapter, this is really, really wonderful. But constantly we have to remember Guna Biguna Bihinam Vyapakam Vishwarupam Katamiha Bande Bhuma Rupam Shivam Vai. What is the Shiva? Which is having no quality and no bad qualities also. Guna and Biguna. Nothing is there. And Vyapakam Vishwarupam, all pervading. Vishwarupam, whatever the form I see, the name I heard, the sound I heard, everything is nothing but Shiva. Katamiya Bande Vyoma Rupam. Vyoma means the Akasha. Akasha means the space, which has no form, no color, and no limitations. I am that Shiva. How can I worship myself? How I came to know? Jnanamritam is the nectar of knowledge, and Samarasam is the same homogeneous existence. There is no two, conception of two. So Advaita, it is not only one, it is not two. Because many of the people they'll be say, God is one. The moment you say one, existence of two will also immediately jump up in your mind. It says no two. That means no duality. And what? One. What is that one? Samarasam. Samarasam means only one that exists. Then the last was Gaganopa Upama. Gagana. I am like the Gagana. Gagana means the sky. The sky, when you look at it, we think it is like a little bending down, and when you go to a big, the vast field, and you can think that the sky is coming and touching at the end of that horizon. The sky has come down, and if you think we will go and touch the sky, the more you go, the more you go, the more you go, the same thing. You can never reach to the sky. Why? That is called Gagana Upama, Gaganopaham. I am like the Gagana, like the sky, infinite. The Gagana means infinite. You can never go and touch it. But we have to develop first Jnanamritam. In next Sunday again, we will read this third chapter, and I won't read all the verses, rather I will summarize it and we will discuss. Now the end chapter we will do. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavasthita Tadgatina Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Sura Asuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Friends, you'll be happy that we have published our 23rd issue of the e-zine, the e-magazine, electronic magazine, and this is called Chicago Calling. And this time, this is 1893, and different poster of Swami Vivekananda that gives a beautiful idea that 11 September 1893 and 27 September 1893, all these 17 days, the Swami Vivekananda gave the wonderful talk, wonderful lecture that changed the whole scenario, and the whole world started not only accepting, loving, but respecting India from those talks. So after so many hundreds of years, once again the India really could come over here in this among the educated people, and that was through Swami Vivekananda. The Brahmacharini Panchatapa, whom many of you know, who is now practicing the austerity to become the nun, she has written, I asked her to research and write. She did a wonderful research, and naturally, the shy, she told, no, only I will write cover story. So that cover story, if you read, is really good. And the last year, we had the retreat, and some of our Swamis came and they spoke on the Hinduism and the different aspects of Hinduism. First is Vishishta Advaita Vedanta. One Swami he spoke, that is here. And then comes Hinduism during philosophical era, Hinduism during times of the Upanishad, Hinduism before Sri Ramakrishna, Hinduism after Vivekananda. And the very good way, the small brief way, the whole Hinduism, how the gamut of the whole Hinduism is here. The small little book in $3 you can have, and you will have the history of the Chicago. Many new facts, many new findings. That is also here. That how the whole thing happened. This is one. Along with that, I would suggest that our previous issue that gives the same Mataji. She wrote that history of our this Chicago Ashrama. That's because you are the devotees connected with the Chicago Ashrama. So, and you were interested to know what happened in the 11th September. And because it is in again Chicago, so these two history will help you. So, in the two books if you take, then we can give you a deal. Instead of 6, you can give 5. Thank you. I have the lunch also.